Today marks 1 week since the Uvalde school shooting that killed 19 children and 2 adults. Since the school shooting has had a topic of discussion that's been pretty big, and it's about how accessible it was for the shooter to enter Robb Elementary. I spoke with one Louisiana teacher who actually took me around her school's grounds, showing us how easy it is for someone else to do the same. Cami Matron is a 4th grade PE teacher at Magnolia Elementary in Iberia Parish. She is also a former probation officer who sees things a bit differently.
Tell me, like, when you see these kind of situations, in your mind, what kind of dangers can come to these children?
Wow. First of all, physical, you see the dangers of them not returning home. But there's a whole lot of mental issues that these kids are going to have for the rest of their lives.
Miss Cami and I took a trip down this dirt road together, which is directly behind Magnolia Elementary. This gate right here is where kids are supposed to exit in the wake of an emergency. But take a look.
This is a safety factor. Mm-hmm. Everything's open. We're sitting ducks.
Right.
If you're outside, what is the protocol if they say lockdown?
Right, and that was my next question. I'm like, because so much of this is because, he got inside access to the students, but what about the kids who are already outside on recess?
Kids are expected to cross over this playing field, exit the gate, and walk down the side of this cane field to the end of the road, where buses will be waiting to rescue them. But if crunched for time, kids could be forced to cross over this very long and very deep ditch.
You trying to wrestle 22 kids that are 5 years old.
Right. And I'm just looking at how deep this is. I'm like, even as an adult, I can see how easy it would be to just slip down in there.
The scariest part about this escape route, in Matron's almost 10 years of working at Magnolia, she says this runaway plan has never been practiced.
If I was a mass shooter, let's just say just as deep as this is, it's not hard to lay here with a gun and nobody see me going that way.
Right.
Matron thinks schools would be safer if open areas were enclosed, teachers had bulletproof vests, and there were more resource officers with training pertaining to that campus's layout both inside and outside, especially when there are doors that cannot be locked. A school fire is an example.
If I don't speak, then who will? I speak for these kids. If I can get one superintendent to say, help us, don't know how I can, then guess what? This interview was worth it.
In Iberia Parish, I'm Princess Jeanne Steverson Lowry, News 15. Miss Cami wants to make it clear she's not bashing any school systems. She just wants school districts to take a closer look at their safety protocols if ever faced with an active shooter. For more information, please head to KLAF.com.